Hi, stream. Fucking, I'm on the wrong thing. Also, hi to Will. Will is here to keep me company today.
Hello.
I was gonna say hi, Will. Jesus Christ, let me meet
Well, you didn't warn
him.
me that you were actually starting the
Oh
stream.
yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, we are doing a stream, and also stuff is happening. Will is going to. Oh yeah, let me share this in here so you can see what's happening in real time. And it's gonna be I don't feel like doing anything, basically, is the summary of this whole experience. Is that I finished doing The Witch, which was fun, but it was like many months of my life poured into one project, which is great, and it's come out really well, and I'm very pleased with it. But I'm tired, and between that and the colossal fuck up that is the games and now VFX industry as well, it's a little bit despondent out there. And I don't really feel like putting my heart and soul into a project right now because my heart and soul is a little bit broken due to the state of the industry. So instead, instead, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Blender. I'm gonna make Blender. Although I've already been told off by someone about Blender. I posted it up
Oh
on
no.
yeah, I posted it up on LinkedIn saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do the Blender donut. Whoop de fucking do. Look, if we go." And someone was like, the Blender donut is not optimized. And she's a really, really good artist, and she's like really big in the games industry. So I
Hey,
now
maybe that was
feel
just a warning that
guilty.
like, hey, don't have high expectations for what this is going to produce
I just
because
feel
you,
like
you know what a model should look like in the end.
I just feel like she had high expectations for what I could achieve in Blender in the space of 2 hours. That's the bigger problem here. Like, I was gonna just follow the tutorial. Don't mind me, I'm busy skimming through things, so you're gonna see things flash across my screen at the moment. I was gonna do the tutorial just because, first of all, everyone else seems to have done the tutorial, and I'm not gonna lie. The second reason is that the moment you post that donut, everyone comments, likes, subscribes, does all their shit on there. Like the fan club for
Post
the
their own
fucking
donuts.
donut. Yeah, the fan club for the donut is ridiculous. Like it is an interesting side effect of things. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the reasons that I you're here for this. You see, this is the problem. This is my problem. So one of the reasons that I have spent so long not doing Blender is straight up the culture. I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
everyone.
you
I'm
can't let
so
yourself be
sorry.
impacted by the Blender Bros.
The Blender Bros freak me
Don't give
out
them the power.
so hard. Like it's just absolutely. It gives me the biggest case of the cringes. Dealing with Blender people. I have, in the time that I've been streaming and the time that I've been posting work and all the rest of it, I have never had so much kind of involvement from people as I have for this one thing. And literally, the post that kind of got the most attention was just a post of me posting a Blender. And people immediately started responding and sending me tips and sending me guides and telling me how to do things. And I was like, that's great. And I'm going to take it as the really nice thing of like, look how supportive everyone is. But a little part of me was like, Jesus Christ, is this a fucking cult? So
It is. It definitely is. But
I can't join a
yeah,
second cult. I'm already in one.
I'll let your
Oh,
first cult find out about your second cult.
yeah. I'm cheating on my first cult. This is a problem. Um, so I'm gonna take it as a good thing that people are helping, um, and I'm not gonna be intimidated by it. Is my general vibe. I don't know. Why do you use Blender?
uh, because it's free and it's the first thing I tried and I got used to it and I liked it.
Fair enough.
Is that good enough?
Yeah. Okay. So the other reason is like my renewals are starting to hit. The year has begun. I've already had
Yeah.
to pay my renewal fee for ZBrush, which I don't mind. ZBrush is the one that like actually ZBrush and Marmoset are the two that I don't mind paying for because I love them and I use them a lot. But when it comes to things like paying for Maya, I just don't think that Maya's done anything to deserve my hard-earned money
Mhm.
recently. In the nicest possible way, it's great software. It does the thing. It does the thing. It does the thing. But I literally only use Maya for doing retopology at the moment. And in the past few months, like the past 6 months or so, there's been maybe a bit more than that. There's been really, really big developments in terms of Blender and their retopology and stuff. So why am I you do start questioning, like, why am I using Maya? What, Maya hasn't updated or upgraded itself in any viable fashion for about 2 years now. I mean, I think the most recent thing that was like really, really amazing was Sweep Mesh, and that was in 2020. So
Oh, I didn't realize Sweet Mesh was that young. They didn't have that in there until 2020?
No, Sweet Mesh was relatively new. I think it was a 2020 thing. It might have been after that, to be honest. It was when I first got into doing modeling. It suddenly Sweet Mesh became a thing.
Oh, that feels like a core feature. What were they doing?
I don't know how they did it. Do you know what? They did everything using, I would assume, like lattice thingies, deformation, that sort of shit.
Oh, man.
I would guess that that's how they were doing stuff, but I don't know. So yeah, in terms of like what I actually, the other thing that I realized is that I was literally avoiding Maya, even though I'm working on a project right now, which is all hard surface modeling. And I would go out of my way to figure out how to do the same sort of thing, approximation of it in ZBrush, because I'd rather bash my head against a wall in an organic modeling component to do hard surface than to do it in Maya. And that was kind of the breaking point of me realizing, like, maybe I should just look at something where maybe I should try something else. Maybe Blender is the answer.
Maybe it's time to end the relationship. Something toxic is happening here.
Yeah, it was getting like mildly toxic and a little bit alarming to my friends and family. And, you know, the gaslighting was real. So it was time to move on to something else. And we're going to give Blender a shot.
When the relationship is negatively impacting your financials.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's actually a really good way of putting it. It is so expensive and invasive as well. Like, Maya really is that boyfriend, because like they literally have spyware on your computer checking to see what you're installing, and you can't remove it.
Oh,
and remember,
man.
I spoke to you about this when I tried like getting out of using Maya, and I found that there's literally, when you install Maya, legitimate copies of Maya, there's software that gets automatically put onto your computer, which detects any artificial fake pirate crack copy that you're going to try and use. So the moment you're not licensed and working off a licensed version of Maya, it'll flag you and nothing works. And it's very clever. Like, from their side, from the software side of things, like, it's very, very clever. The thing that really irritates me about it is that you can't, even if you then go, fuck it, I'm never going to use Maya again, delete it, remove it, uninstall it, you can't remove that piece of software for 3 months. It'll automatically remove itself after 3 months. But to do that, you have to not only delete it and uninstall, you have to also delete your account with them and remove all of your information from your account, which potentially...
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. And then there's all the subclauses of, like, Maya technically owns all your projects and all kinds of weird things. Like, I looked into this. I tried. I tried to see how to get rid of it, and you can't. So you kind of get stuck in this perpetual loop of, like, you just have to keep paying consistently.
Yeah.
And when your cheapest option for Maya, aside from sailing the 7 seas, is going to cost you what, like £300 a year? £300 a year is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially if you are in an industry where no one's got a fucking job at the moment. So, like, where's the money coming from? So I can see the appeal of Blender being easier, better, cheaper, more user-friendly, bigger database for information, more people there to help you, less out of date.
You do have to sort through the people.
I mean...
Because you're going to have some Blender bros.
Oh, yeah, look, £25 a month, basically. Yeah, when you put it that way, like, it's not that terrifying. You see, it's the just more epic overall. Those are the people, no offense, Dan, those are the people that I'm like, I can't be dealing with this. I can't, because it's just fucking software, bro. It's just software. They're all the same. All of them are the same.
I mean, you got to give them some credit for coming up with for making some very impressive software that you do not have to pay for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that
Um,
that's really cool. Like, I like anything where it's gonna be Blender is love, Blender is life. Ooh, no one introduced you to cocaine. It's dangerous.
is there a
Ah,
is there a toxic positivity fan base around cocaine?
I mean, yes. It's very
Oh,
Moorish. I've heard it's very Moorish. So yeah, I'd say so. Hey, Mr. 3D Manic, nice to see you here. Thanks for coming to join my highly professional stream where we're discussing the use of Blender in the enterprise of hentai. Um, that's not what we're discussing. I am procrastinating though. That's what I am doing. So I don't know how to best do this. Should I? Option A. Option A. Yeah, you're not that happy with it either. Yeah, I feel you. It's not going well. But the problem, okay, so again, I'm still raging. Sorry, I am still raging. I will get to Blender in a second. I'm still raging. So if you think about it this way, you justify it by going, it's only £25 a month. Let's say £25, dollars, pounds, whatever. It's 25 monies a month. Great. Except as a 3D artist without a job, I'm paying 25 monies a month for that, 15 monies a month for Marmoset, ZBrush, I don't even know because I just pay the 300 for that every year. I just pay it like it's on automatic payment for that one. What else have we got? We've got Adobe Substance Painter that we're paying another. I think that's 13 or 15 monies a month that we're paying for. And then so help you God, you have to know Photoshop because every job at the moment, by the way, says that you need to be a 2D artist and a 3D artist at the same time. So you have to know Photoshop too. So Photoshop, add that into your little bundle of how much you're paying. Like there's just when it comes out with it, I make negative money a month. And then, of course, if you're going to be actually showcasing your work, you're going to be putting it up on something like what? ArtStation Pro, $15 a month. Like, I
yeah.
don't
It
know.
doesn't have to be a like black and white. Oh, this software bad, this company bad, this
Yeah,
whatever. It can just be a practical.
yeah.
Well, if I just need to save some money and there's an alternative that
Mm,
people seem to like,
yeah,
maybe I give that a shot.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope Blender proves me wrong. I really hope that I am.
Blender proves you wrong. Hold on, what
I
needs to
hope
be proven here?
I hope it proves you wrong. I hope that like it by the end of it, give me. I hope that in the end of this, like after a month, it's suddenly gonna go. I'm gonna turn around and go. You know what? I was so wrong. And I will. I swear to God, I will do it. Like I took a bet that I couldn't be vegan, and then I went vegan and I stayed vegan because I liked it. I'm willing to.
Huh.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I'm willing to rescind on my opinions and beliefs in favor of what I then choose to agree with. If I find that Blender is the right thing, I will fucking say so. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, this is you're all wrong. If I find that it's the right thing, I will tell everyone that. I'll sing its praises. And I'll be the first person to say, like, I was so wrong for so many years. God, I wish I'd done this before. And I hope that that's the outcome because I don't want to pay $300 a year for my. And it would be very, very nice to not not have to pay for things. Oh, it's Anna. Yes. Oh no, it's not Anna. It's someone who's here from Anna. Oh, nice to see you. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome. Come and join us. Welcome to me raging about why Blender is hopefully the future for me. Maybe. Maybe we'll find out. So, yes. What's the advantages of using ArtStation Pro? 4K imaging. Your work gets listed faster. You get put up on the main page for like a fraction of a second. That's about it. Not much. Not much. What you can do, what I do, which I wouldn't blend a sculpting when, never. ZBrush for sculpting, don't be silly. But
The donut tutorial does involve
oh, we're
I
gonna
believe
sculpt.
the most basics of sculpting.
We're gonna sculpt. I'm gonna
But
sculpt.
don't ask me questions about it. I'm bad at sculpting and I'm bad at sculpting anywhere.
Um, See, I don't think that I'll ever switch from ZBrush to Blender for sculpting. I don't
That would
think
be
that that's.
shocking to me. I feel like you are
I
have maybe
am.
drank a little, at least a few drops of the Kool-Aid for ZBrush.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, look, I rage about the Blender Bros, but it's just because there's no cute catchphrase for what a ZBrush. I mean, ZBrush hose. I don't know what we are, but we like. I I am down for ZBrush. Like ZBrush and chill is my life, and I know that. I fully know that. I'm also a bit of a junkie for Marmoset, and everyone's aware of that. Like Marmoset should be paying me a salary for the amount of time I've told people that Marmoset is the future. Um, but yeah, maybe I become a Blender bro. Maybe I'm a Blender bro in waiting. Let's let's find out.
Could be, could be.
So I am Zebros. Oh God, please not Zebros. I'm going to be
My first thought was,
breaking.
I was like, what's a word that starts with Z? And I went with Zoomers. So I don't know.
What is a Zoomer? A Zoomer is like Gen Z. No, I'm not down with Gen Z.
Yes.
I can't
No,
Gen
that's
Z.
right.
I'm so sorry, Gen Zers out there. Like, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. I'm old. I can't. I don't know what it means. I don't. And Gen Alpha, what skibbity, what,
Is
what?
is
Just
Carmen in chat? She's gonna be mad.
Skibbity blender vibes. Yeah, exactly. This is, you know what? This is a lifestyle choice that I'm making. What does W stand for? Is it win? Winning? Winner? Riz sculpts. Speaking of Riz sculpts, I've decided that the next sculpt that I do is just going to be a naked girl. Like it's just going to be a girl with like massive tits hanging out. I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, if you're really trying to, hit that ArtStation front page or whatever.
Honestly, oh my god, this there is a thing. Okay, there is a thing on ArtStation right now because I was going through this and having a complaint about it. There is a piece on ArtStation with a girl getting like electrocuted in areas that one would hope not to get electrocuted, and she's got no clothing on.
What?
Yes, it's not a particularly good piece in my humble opinion, but so help me God, it's been on the front page of character modeling for a while.
Oh boy.
it's it's insightful. It's an insightful, it's an in-depth look at the female anatomy, right? How do I move a cube? So, right, before we do this, I'm here to break will and or learn Blender. We'll find out which one of those things it is. Um, I was considering, I don't know, should I do the Blender tutorial, the donut tutorial, just to see like if I can get a donut at the end of this?
Um,
Um,
if you don't want to do listen, a lot of my sentences start with we can't get hung up on uh
um,
if you don't want to do the
hmm.
donut tutorial, I don't have a better option at the moment.
I got simple.
If you wanted to follow a tutorial, which I think was your goal. So there's nothing wrong with the donut tutorial. It will be very slow, and some of it will be like, all right, this is stupid. But also, a lot of what you need is just like hotkeys and locations of things, and it'll cover that. So,
Do you think I can potentially, let me just shut down. The best way to learn Blender. I've already been sent that today. Best way to learn
oh,
Blender. That was the one that
see,
I got
okay,
sent.
listen, you've
Sent.
gotten to complain for a solid 25 minutes. I'm gonna, or well, you didn't start. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of time to complain here.
I'm so sorry, but thank you for noticing that I've raged for 25 minutes straight. Welcome,
You didn't
welcome to
start
my
at nine,
streams,
nine
guys.
exactly, so it hasn't been 25 minutes exactly. One of my biggest problems with the Blender community is YouTube because it's so useful if you need to figure out how to do a thing.
Yeah.
But all of the top videos on YouTube for Blender are from channels who some of them are good at it, and I shouldn't rag on them too much, but
This video is a
there's just this whole cyclical culture of like, you should get into Blender, check it out, here's what you can do with Blender, and the end game for Blender is creating more YouTube tutorials for Blender. That's how they all make money, so that's how that's what they're like trying to get you into. And so it's just this cyclical thing, and they just constantly make like really sometimes clickbaity, sometimes just like not very useful, like, here's what you need to know for Blender in 2025, or like, and it's just like, this is nothing. Isn't.
Well, I mean,
It's just for a community of people who just want to be hearing about Blender all the time.
To be fair to these people that make the content and then sell the content,
I refuse to be fair to these people.
Okay, well that's a shame because I've realized that my entire job at the moment, my career path right now, as of today, is kind of a pyramid scheme. I paid a lot of money.
I didn't think about the fact that you are also a 3D streamer.
It's a pyramid
Oops.
scheme. Welcome to the art industry. It's a pyramid scheme. I paid a lot of money for someone to teach me art. I then realized that there are no jobs in art.
Mm-hmm.
Your mic is a bit lower. Oh, I can turn it up. Oh, I don't want to turn that up. Maybe I just need to like sit. Maybe I need to stop leaning away from the microphone. Who knows? So it could just be, yeah, basically I found that there's no jobs in art. So I now teach people art. So
Yeah.
I spend my career trying to convince people that they too want to be unemployed and potentially teach art.
I guess I did just spend a couple minutes ranting about a thing that you are well
Also-
inside of and aware of.
Also, Blender Bros, here's me making a donut. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those things. There's donation buttons. You can pay my salaries. I don't know, like do stuff. Okay, right. So what was recommended to me, apart from doing the Blender donut, is Grant Abbott, which I think I've heard of before.
I've done a number of Grant Abbott tutorials.
I'm gonna be dead ass
fine.
honest here, and please don't think of me as being like an absolute, like, I'm so sorry. I swear I'm actually a nice person, and I'm actually quite modest most of the time. I swear I am. I was keen on doing the Grant Abbott thing because it was recommended to me until I saw this character art that he's got stuck on the top here, and now I'm not. It's because Jesus Christ, that's bad. That's bad. Like, the render of that is terrible.
I guess I'm coming out publicly and saying this, but he has some like sculpting and character art tutorials and stuff, and none of them look very good to me. I just don't think he's a very good sculptor, and that's okay. You don't have to be.
Look, I mean, if his tutorials are good, then that's fine. But like, again, it's down to your marketing department telling you that this was a good idea. This is not a very good render. I don't know. It's fine.
You think he's got a marketing department?
We are our own marketing departments.
Uh-huh.
This is when you made the marketing choice to put that up there. Bad choices. Okay, so we're going to ignore that one for now. We're going to ignore this one for now because I think this one's a little bit more advanced. This is Ducky 3D. Ducky 3D. This was recommended to me by Mike. Mike, is Ducky hard? Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Hard.
Mike, is Ducky difficult to learn? Wait, I don't know if that made any better. Is this one like easier to learn, harder to learn?
Any of these that are like for beginners will not be difficult for you. A lot of the things that people struggle with are conceptual things about like, wait, what's vertex mode versus, that kind of stuff. And you know all of that perfectly well.
This guy looks like a nerd. I trust him. Like, I've got a
lot. They're all nerds. What are you talking about?
No, but look, like, he looks like a proper stereotypical nerd. He looks good. Like, I like him. He seems nice. He seems nice. This one I have more faith in than this guy for some reason. I don't know why.
I've definitely done some Ducky 3D tutorials. I don't remember which ones.
Oh well, Blender Guru it is. Right, Blender Guru donut. So I did cheat, and you can see I've watched like the first bit. I know, right? I cheated. Well, I didn't think that anyone wanted to hear me like watching him do this first section, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't pay attention to tutorials. That's kind of why I brought Will in on this as well, because the moment I have to listen and pay attention to something, I just don't. So step one of this entire process was like the controls of it and how to make controls happen. Moving axis, snapping, blah, blah, blah. Axis, snapping, rotation, and scale, orbiting, scaling the interface. Why would you... Oh, scaling the interface if you've got a different size monitor, if it's this big. So yes, and then... what was the button for focusing? It was some stupid button.
It is numpad period. At least last I checked.
Literally every single thing has got its F. F is for focus.
Yeah, so unless they've changed it in the past 6 months, it still works on mine at least. I have a custom shortcut set up for Shift F to do that. What the hell? What does F do?
Nothing. As far as I can tell.
It's got to do something.
Nothing. It did nothing last time I checked. Hello people. Thanks for coming to join us. Welcome to me not understanding Blender and also complaining about life.
It's a lot of it doesn't matter. F does things in certain modes.
F does things in certain modes. That gives me a lot of faith. Spacebar H and Houdini is atrocious. Yeah, that's bad. F is for scaling. What?
In what?
What part of F makes sense for scaling sculpting brush? As in, fuck, this needs to be bigger, or like...
That's a good way to remember it.
I don't understand. So yeah, this is going to break me. I do know that there is an option for setting this up to have the same controls as Maya. That would help me if I spent more time in Maya. When I go into Maya, I instantly panic because it's not the same as ZBrush. So I don't think it's going to help me very much to do that. But yeah, here we go. We're going to learn how to do stuff. So stick around, guys. I'm going to be playing the tutorial and you're going to be watching and following along with me while I figure this out. I'm trying to work out how I'm going to set up screens so that if you want to watch the tutorial, actually, I don't care if you want to watch the tutorial. That is your problem. If you want to watch the tutorial, I'll drop the link for you and you can follow along in that. Hold on. There we go. There's a link. You can go follow along with me if you want to. And also feel free, by the way, if you have done the Blender donut, if you have done this thing before, shame me. By all means, shame me and post me your donut. Send it over on our Discord links. A lot of people have already started sharing their donuts and made me feel pretty bad for realizing that everyone else knows how to do this and I don't. So, yeah.
Anyone who makes a donut that looks amazing because they already know what they're doing in Blender is cheating and sad, and I say that as someone who's made 2 to 3 donuts in Blender.
Wait, why do you just keep doing the same tutorial?
Well, okay, so now I'm gonna immediately disagree with my previous statement. So there was a massive update with 4.0 and was it 3.0? I don't remember, but there was a big update and I was like, I need to learn all the new little features and stuff. And I saw that there was a new donut tutorial because he updates it periodically. And I was like, sure, screw it. So I just redid it. And, you know, you can go at 1.5x speed or something to get through the parts you already know. But I think I just did it as a refresher.
My donut is awful, and the first thing I did, I'll make a note. See, I'm busy making notes. This is how I learn anything. Is I've kind of got to write it down, otherwise I don't remember it. I will share on Discord as a treat for everyone on our Discord channel. I will share the first ever thing I ever made, ever.
Wow.
In Maya, you've seen it. I posted it at school. I shared it at school. The anxious chair has been shared before. I will share the chair that I made when I first learned. It was bad. Anyway, without further talking absolute bullshit, you're gonna pay attention. Everyone pay attention. Shut up. We got Blender Guru talking to us. He's very smart. He knows stuff that we don't know. I've got him on silent though, so that doesn't help me.
Do things. Maybe trying to see how far you can go without getting help. You might have discovered you need help immediately. You can't even move things without
I did do that. I did load into Blender and then panic.
The good news is you don't need to learn everything.
At least you're not... Oh, you're listening to a thing. I shouldn't talk to you.
Oh, you can talk. It's fine. I can multitask.
Okay.
I still have not touched.
When I first tried Blender, which was all of like 5 minutes before I gave up, it was...
This fly is going to kill me.
I don't know,
it's
8 years ago or 10 years ago or something, and that's back when right-click select was the default.
Features that you'll use in
so just left-clicking around the screen did not select objects. You had to right-click, and I was like, I feel like I'm in a foreign country, and I don't understand the language, and I don't know anyone, and I'm confused and scared, and I gave up.
So wait, how do you select things now?
Just left click
So
like
that's
any other
assuming.
software that anyone has made in the world.
Okay, so that's just like standard. I like this. This is very cool. That makes me very happy being able to select things like that. That's nice. So we can do scrolly. The alt button doesn't do anything, which is giving me the fucking heebie-jeebies because ZBrush. So middle mouse button's gonna do the rotatey thing.
Yeah.
There was something for like a smooth panning, so you could like, how do you smoothly like zoom in on something? God, I want it to be alt button so bad. I keep pressing alt. Oh.
There is a man. I never use it. There is a.
Okay, so
I
don't need
control. I just mouse wheel.
Oh, control and then just press the mouse wheel.
Yeah, and you can smoothly zoom. I use that so rarely, but it is there.
All right. Hello, cat. You want to come help? You want to come help? No, she doesn't want to come help. Okay, so that's the selecty thing. Oh my god, I keep pressing alt. It's not alt. Ooh, there's a cat. What else do I need from this? How do I rotate? Oh, and it's not the same buttons for rotate either.
No, so all of your transform tools are going to be different.
So which one's
G is move, which is the most it's G for grab. They call it grab so that they can make it not be M for move. And then all the other ones are just the letter from the word. So R is rotate, S is scale.
Okay, so if I were to, there was a thing to move it up and down on an axis as well, right? So it's not alt. I keep pressing alt and it's not alt. Cat, no one wants to see your butt. Move. Thank you. So if I wanted to move it up or down on an axis, how do I do that?
So grab with G. And then you can just type the letter of the axis and it'll lock it to that axis.
And yours is stupid and goes in the wrong directions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
So your z-axis is like not the way that maths would allow it, right? Right.
I love that anything in Maya is yours and anything in Blender is mine. So you're like your z-axis is wrong.
I'll have you know. Well, yeah, it's you. It's literally all your fault.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
William, why would you do this? No, okay, but why is the z-axis in the wrong direction? Or not the wrong direction, in the up direction?
That's a sort of across the industry thing. Different programs use different axes. I once saved an image of all the different programs and which axis they use. They also different.
Why am I not surprised that you have that? Honestly,
it's useful. How dare you?
That just makes so much sense that you have that. Because I always think of it in terms of like maths and graphs and things, like your X, your Y, and then.
Yeah, well, so it depends on which way the paper is laying down, right? Because to me, Z is if you're looking at a piece of paper that's sitting on the table, Z is coming up out of the paper. And so.
I threw my cube and now it's like upside down. What have I done?
What have you done?
I don't know.
I don't. It's upside down? What's upside down?
Yeah, it's now underneath everything. What?
You moved it down.
Yeah, but like I just.
Surely that's.
Oh, so if my mouse goes, oh my god, look, I can just dump it there. Hold on, G. So if I shuffle it off the mortal planes, it just disappears, and then I have to go find the fucking thing. God damn. Okay, and then to zoom in on something.
Well, so if it's complete, what would you do in Maya if you accidentally move something off the mortal plane?
Move the camera around so that I could see where I was still holding on to it.
Well, you would also move the camera around. I suppose. Or you can press.
Shit. Wait, what was
numpad
that?
period or some other shortcut.
I've created
what happened?
Look, I made a little satellite train. It's like one of those pods that picks you up from your car and drops you at the airport.
Well, you've just locked to the y-axis.
How did I?
Just moving.
But
You probably pressed Y, I'm guessing?
I don't think I did. I think I scrolled or something. Hold on. G. Maybe, can you click on these little... I don't know. I don't know what I did. It was magical. It's one of those magical
So you can
errors.
also,
Why
when
is
you
it animating?
rotate and
Stop
you
animating!
press spacebar, press spacebar again.
Oh my god. Why is it animating?
Why is this happening to me?
Why is spacebar animating it? I'm so confused. Okay.
So the locking to axes also works with scale and rotate. So you can scale something on that.
How do I get out of this view?
Just move like you normally. There you go.
That's cool. Okay, don't hold down Alt. Don't hold down Alt. I'm gonna tie my hand up to the side so that I don't press Alt. Cool. So how did we said it was Control and what to focus on something?
No, so it's numpad period is I believe the only.
That.
I know it's bad. It shouldn't be a thing.
I don't know if I agree with this. That's stupid. That's stupid. Straight to animation in Blender. Yeah, no, I don't need to learn that. I am professional. I don't need to learn anything. Ever. So anyway, how are you at animation? Are you good at it? You want to teach me?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Numpad period
Bad and
is
no.
focus. I am writing notes. Look, I'm learning. Like, I take things seriously. I'm making notes. Okay. I also have a note that says, axes are the wrong way round, question mark.
I just posted in the Discord chat the image I was talking about.
Oh my
yeah.
god. I feel like we're about to be, oh my god, we're going to be educated. All right, hold on. Let me. Look, everyone. Will's teaching us.
That's an old image, so some of these things could be out of date, but I doubt it. Most software isn't gonna.
I do like the gang signs that we're going with. I'm sorry if that
that's
was
left-handed versus right-handed. That's how math.
So sorry.
That's how math.
That's how math. Why am I?
That's how math. That's how left-handed versus right-handed is how you describe coordinate systems or whatever.
Up? I did not know that. I feel so betrayed by Unreal.
The important thing here is that Blender matches the source engine. So
confused by all of this, but okay. All right, so I figured out sort of how to move things around. How do I change from, how do I select a, how do I select a face?
So hit tab it's called, you're currently in what's called object mode, and now you'll be in edit mode.
Oh shit.
And now if you look at the top left of the screen, there's a thing that says edit mode. And it'll change to object mode, or, there's also sculpt mode and whatever else.
Okay.
But next to that is, you'll see there's a little blue icon next to where it says edit mode, and that's because you're currently in vertex select mode.
Oh, okay.
And if you hit 1, 2, or 3, you'll switch between vertex, edge, and face select.
Okay.
We're doing it. We're modeling.
I'm professional modeler now. This is amazing. Okay, so then if I were to say, if I want to grab that one, can I just press G and like click it? Oh my god. This is amazing.
It's happening. It's all happening.
This is all right. This is beautiful. I feel, oh fuck, I'm animating things again, but don't worry about that. How do I disable animation? Can I disable it?
You can just stop pressing spacebar. I'm gonna get kicked out of the stream.
That was so rude. What is this? Okay, wait. Using numpad is so bad. Who even has space for numpad? Who even has a keyboard with numpads? Starts animation when you press spacebar. I know, and I keep hitting spacebar. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm used to every other software that doesn't mind if I hit spacebar because it's a fucking spacebar. Okay. Question.
I don't know. Oh, actually, you could do a terrible thing.
Okay. I mean,
Oh no,
okay.
it's such a bad idea. Don't do it. Never mind.
What was the idea?
I was gonna say you could set your start and end frames both to be frame 1, and then you won't see it go across the bottom of the screen, but it'll still be animating and screwing up your computer. So definitely don't do that.
I was looking at like, I'm sure I could do that. What is this little dot in the middle here for?
Okay, so you want to learn some things about Blender that people don't like? Not that people don't like, that people struggle with when they're first learning it. So that's the origin of the object, which in Maya is called the something or another. That's the location from which the object is defined, you know? So an object has...
Carmen's good at this. Carmen, what is he talking about? Please translate. Thank you.
So, you know, an object has a bunch of vertices, but the object itself has one point location in space. You know, that like if you're just trying to move the object, it's defined by one single point.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what that
transformation, like when you freeze this pressing G thing is really stupid. Like freeze transformation stuff.
Yes. Yeah. It's your, what's the word in Maya? Man, I haven't used Maya in so long.
Axes. Pivot.
Pivot, that's the thing. So it also functions as the pivot for the object. When you're rotating stuff or scaling or whatever, by default, it is set to just it's called the median point. It's just sort of the average between all of them. But you can switch it to always scale from the origin point of the object. And other stuff uses it too. Like if you set up a mirror modifier, by default, it will mirror from the origin point of the object.
How do I move that?
So there's always a number of ways to do things. The way that I do it most often is, so if you go in, if you're in edit mode, okay. Oh God, I have to tell you about a different thing first. Okay. So this is something I really like about Blender. I just
jumped ahead and I was like, you know what? Fuck listening to a tutorial. I'm just gonna make this your problem instead. Also, I don't know. I heard an alarm going off. Thank you for whatever just got done. No idea what's happening because I'm not looking at that screen. But thank you for making noises happen.
Carmen's brain died, but you brought it back to life by saying pivot.
Nice. This is honestly, that's what doctors do as well when you're in surgery. If it's going wrong, they just stand there screaming, "Pivot, pivot," and then you come back.
That's a Friends reference that will make me sound too much like a millennial.
Yes. Do you also get a flash that every time you start talking about pivots, you're just like, yes.
It does happen. Ross screaming, "Pivot!" Okay. So I like this about Blender. I never could get a proper handle on how it worked in Maya. I feel like they're using one thing as too many things in Maya. But so in Blender, right-click anywhere, shift right-click anywhere on your screen.
Or I've just found subdivide. Sorry. Shift right-click.
Yeah. So that is your 3D cursor. That's just a thing that you can use in space to mark a location as. So, like, say you needed to scale from a specific point in space.
I don't like this.
Did you see?
I don't like this. I really don't like it. I don't know what it is.
I suspect that there's a lot of people who don't use it at all, and I think those people are probably making a mistake. It's going to function as your pivot point in Maya, but it's not. It's a global thing that will affect all objects, and it's not going to like stay saved with your particular object. So every object has its own defined origin point, and then separately you have a 3D cursor. We are skipping real far ahead in Blender shit by talking about the 3D cursor. But so shift right click to place it is terrible. Don't do that. It's too hard to place something in 3D space with a mouse that only functions in 2D. So instead, you're in edit mode right now. So
am I? I pressed this button. What is it? Oh, that's rotate. Okay, I don't want to do that. Let's do the select.
I'm skipping over all the stuff on the toolbar. Most people don't really.
That's fine. Save and hydrate.
Yeah.
I'm not saving this. There's no way I'm saving this. We'll
Well,
hydrate.
at least hydrate.
This is vodka.
Okay, so you know you're in edit mode because up in the top left it says this is vodka. What? I don't know if that counts as hydration, but you know, you do you.
It's not vodka.
Okay.
But it will be after this. Yes.
Sure. That's fine. So you can tell you're in edit mode because if you look in the top left, it says edit mode.
I'm still joking on vodka. Yes. Okay, yeah.
So switch to vertex. Press 1 to switch to vertex, or just click it, whatever you want to do. Because right now you're in edge select. So now select one of your vertices, and then we're going to. So this is where snapping. I use snapping quite a lot, and I use the 3D cursor quite a lot. So if you right click on the vertex. Then go down to, your menu's smaller than mine.
Do you want to make it big? How do I make it big?
Wait.
Sentence.
Wait. What's happening here?
If I right click it, I can.
Snap. Is there no.
Shear. What is shear?
What is it?
What is shear? Slide vertices, randomize vertices.
What does snap vertices do? What does that say?
Snap
or
vertices.
What are your.
Selection to grid,
that's
selection
it. Okay.
to cursor.
So what you want to do is cursor to selected. And there is a faster way to do this.
That makes
sense.
But no.
So
that makes
yeah.
sense. Let's not break that. So
okay.
So the cursor is a pivot point. Okay. So wait, hold on. If I were to now rotate this thing, it's going to use this as its position to rotate, right?
Not yet.
Oh my God.
It'll rotate around like the average point within the object, but we can rotate around that if you want. Do you want to do that?
No, I just want to know what the difference is between this one. So what's the difference between a cursor point and that little center dot?
So the center dot is
follow-up question. What's this little black dot that I've got now?
That's you've made an extra vertex somehow. You can delete that. Oh God, X is delete in hey, there you got there. Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, you're in new software. Of course you don't.
Okay.
So we'll start with the 3D cursor and what that does. So up in the top middle of the screen, you see the word global. Mm-hmm. Right, just click on the icon to the right of it. It's like two little circles.
Yeah, the little linky thing. Yeah.
So currently, the transform is set to median point, but switch it to 3D cursor.
Okay.
Now, like, I don't know, do whatever you want. You could press A to select all of the vertices, and you could rotate them or scale them or something.
I do like the rotate on here. It's quite fun. Like, I don't think it's meant to be as fun as I'm finding it, but it is fun. It's silly. It's so silly the way the rotate works. Woo.
So now
it's going to take a while to understand how to rotate things without breaking them.
So now that you've set the you're animating again. Good job.
Next week, we're going to do this again next week, by the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a shot every time that I animate by mistake.
I'm going to die.
Yeah. Oh, look, I made an extra thingy. No, I didn't. It's just a really broken square cube thing.
Cool.
My cat has managed to get stuck in a box.
Aww.
I don't know if she is stuck, but like...
If she's stuck, you should fix it.
I'm just going to go check if she's stuck in this box, because I can hear clawing from inside the box, and the box is upside down, so I'm not quite sure if she's okay. Hold on. What's she doing? Are you stuck? Robin? What happened? How did you even get in there?
Oh, never ask how a cat can always get in a box.
I think she managed to get in through like a little hole in the side or something. I don't know. She seems proud of herself though.
Are we talking like a cardboard box or?
Yeah, just like it's a great big Amazon box that got delivered, and it was all closed up, and I turned it upside down, and she's like inside it somehow.
That's impressive.
I don't know. She's a multi-talented cat. Right. Where were we?
Maybe she wants to be in there. Okay, so you just.
Maybe.
so you just sort of conceptually got the idea of a 3D cursor.
Okay. Cursors are dumb.
You'll notice what?
Cursors are dumb. It just feels like it's the same thing, just different. Like, why can't I just use the little middle dot thing?
So you can. Go back up to that drop-down menu where you selected 3D cursor up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You can also select individual. Well, no. Yeah, screw that. Skip that. I don't care. So okay. So do the thing where you hit A and like rotate it a bit again.
Oh, that's the wrong button. A. No. A. R.
And then R to rotate. So you'll notice that the little orange dot doesn't move. I mean, neither does the 3D cursor because it wouldn't. But that's because you are in edit mode. This is like an important distinction that I think takes some people a while to get. But so while you're in edit mode, the origin point for the object isn't going to move. If you hit tab.
Hold on, wait. What was it? Selection to cursor? It was cursor to point?
No. Cursor to selected.
Cursor to selected. That.
Because you're moving the cursor to the selected object.
I'm learning. Okay. Next. What's next?
So hit tab to go back to object mode. And now if you like rotate the object.
Hold on.
It'll
Hold on.
Okay.
Tab equals object mode.
Well, it equals change modes.
Or
It'll switch you between object and edit.
Okay. So the okay. Gotcha. All right. Got it. So now what? Right. So you wanted to.
Okay. So now like rotate. It'll keep rotating around your 3D cursor, but that origin point is going to move with it when you're in object mode. Because that is that's the point that the object is like defined from. So actually, here's a tip: press N on your keyboard. I'm sure this menu has a name. Most people call it the N menu, or the N sidebar or something.
Isn't it the same as this thing here? The transform.
Oh, actually, yeah, it is a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a transform thingy.
But so your object is defined by that one point on in XYZ space.
Okay.
-9 point. I can't read that. Whatever it says, -9.6 and all that crap. That little orange dot is that point.
All right. I'll allow it to do that. Oh, look, I can lock things.
And like when you like freeze transforms effectively, that's what you're moving is that origin point, or in Maya your pivot point, down to the world origin.
What's a quaternion?
Dude, I feel like I need a PhD to understand what a quaternion is. It's important, and I know it's important if you're like animating stuff, because you'll end up with.
I only know quaternions from when I was doing coding.
There's like there's stuff about gimbal lock that I don't understand. There's so much crap when it comes to animating things that's so confusing.
I'll just leave that alone for now, though. I'll just I feel like a lot of that was a subtext of just don't touch that. Just leave it alone.
Okay. So just FYI, if you want, here's another tip. Right click your object. We're doing some weird shit on your first hour in Blender.
Like good weird shit or bad weird shit?
I mean, shit that I think is useful. It's just an unusual path that we're taking.
No, it's really useful. It's good because like this is I learn better from this sort of stuff. Like, let me just break stuff and figure it out, and then eventually I'll be able to put it back together again.
I mean, it's also difficult because back to my complaints about all of Blender YouTube being a cyclical thing that's mostly just trying to teach people who have never touched Blender before. Like all of those tutorials are going to start with, here's what a vertex is, and here's what it means to have multiple of them. And it's like, all right, Heather knows that.
I mean, does she though?
Hey, maybe a refresher's not a bad idea.
Does she know what these things are?
That's not to say that a tutorial wouldn't be useful to you, but that's just a complaint I have about Blender on YouTube. Anyway, so right-click your object,
Oh, sorry. Yes.
And now if you go down to
I can
set
paint.
origin,
Sorry. Where the fuck is set origin?
it's the fifth thing.
Ah.
So so you can snap different things here. You can either snap your origin to the 3D cursor if you want to move the little orange up there.
Oh, it's the it is. It's freezing and whatever in your transform in Maya. I get it.
I would say that what you just did is not freezing your transform.
It is kind of.
It's close. It kind of is.
Yeah.
If you undo that so that the origin is back to being somewhere else, with the object selected, press Control A. This is the apply menu.
Hold on.
Yeah, write stuff down. Write stuff down.
Is the apply menu.
All of these things are up in the top bar, by the way. Like if you click on object up there, you'll get a drop down where you can find apply and snap and all that stuff. It's much faster to use shortcuts, but and it lists the shortcut in the menu. How great is that?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Right.
So go for apply and hit location. So your orange dot just snapped down to the world origin. I would say that's more of a freeze transform type situation.
Yes.
But you know, I get what you're saying. They're definitely related and similar things. The other thing is if you go back into that set origin thing by right-clicking on the object or up in the menu, whatever you want to do. There's then origin to 3D cursor. So if you have a specific spot that you want your origin to be, you can snap your 3D cursor to a vertex, and then you can say, all right, now I want my origin to be there. And that way you can specifically say, I want the origin / pivot, whatever you want to call it, of your object to be in a specific spot. I like it because the origin point affects certain like modifiers and things. It'll affect.
Because I was going to ask you, like, what do I use the origin for? Can I then set the origin and then move my mesh to the origin? Can I, like, what do I do with it?
You can, but I don't think there's any need to do that.
You'll be amazed how often I go off of world zero.
I'm just, you know what? I'm good. My brain is turning off.
Blendering at the same time.
I'm Googling why is the origin useful in Blender, because my brain has shut down and I'm struggling.
If anyone else wants to like have a crack at that, please feel free to tell me what is the origin for? What does it do?
I mean, it's not like you need to like worry about it constantly or something. It's not.
I have perpetual anxiety. Like, I'm going to worry about this.
I would say leave the origin for now. Leave it to the side, and as you learn more things, it may become more apparent why it's useful.
Okay, so just so Control Z is still going to Control Z my shit, right? Yeah, good, wonderful. That's nice. That's a good feeling. I feel good about that. Control Z is my all-time favorite thing. So
you also have a very nice undo history up in the edit menu, where you can see all of your previous actions up to however long you define it.
Oh damn! Okay, big question time here.
Yeah.
Do I need to delete history?
No, absolutely not.
God, it's a miracle.
Never do that again.
Wait, never? So if I'm saving a file, do I have to delete history, freeze transformation, set things to 0? Do I just save? Do I hit a button and save it?
So you can just save it. I mean, applying
witchcraft.
Your...
Oh my God, we're gonna dunk it in a river and see if it floats.
So apply. Very small rocks. Don't attempt a British accent to someone who lives in England. What am I doing?
I mean, you're welcome to. I live in England, but I'm South African, so I don't know.
Well, that's true.
I am.
But you're you're embedded in it.
I too enjoy
and I've never been there.
Bottle of water every now and again.
But I have watched Monty Python on the Holy Grail dozens of times.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, so setting the origin point is still useful. Okay, actually, there's a good question. Why is it important to freeze your transforms in Maya before you export something?
Because otherwise your file corrupts and it bursts into flames.
God damn it. Well, okay. So for instance, I have on my screen a little cookie jar that I'm trying to model. Okay. And I have the origin point set to the very bottom.
Do you want to share screen in Discord and then I can just shove you up?
I really don't. Okay. So badly, I do not. My old 3D modeling computer bricked on me, and I'm using a worse computer now, and I don't know if it could handle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Doing multiple things at once.
Look, it's always such a whenever I'm running a stream, I'm like, look, I might stream today, but who knows? Maybe not.
I can share a screenshot. I will do that.
Yay.
So you'll see I've got the origin point set to the bottom middle of the cookie jar.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Things so people can understand what the hell what's going on.
So yeah. For instance, as an example, if I exported this file and someone else imported it or if I exported it as like an FBX and someone imported it into Unreal or their own Blender file or whatever, it would place this object with the object origin, that little orange dot, at the world origin. So if I had that object origin somewhere weird on the handle or on the top of the mug or whatever, it wouldn't place it correctly in the world.
Oh, so your origin is your world space indicator. Like it'll tell.
I don't know what that means.
So if wherever my origin is in Blender, if I import it to a different software, it's gonna assume that origin point is world 0, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm getting it. I get it.
Okay. And here's another thing.
Still stupid. Carry on. Wait, hold on. Stan says having your origin. Wait. What is this? Origin is for modifiers. Editing the object in object mode. If origin is away from the object, you'll probably be rotating around the point instead of rotating. You'll be something one symmetry stuff. Also good use to have origin point in the middle. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you've just said. Having your origin point be in a bit of a different place would be nice for like stuff with hinges. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, this is a great explanation.
Okay, so it's like okay, yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, Stan. Who I'm not allowed to call Stan, but I have to call you Stan on here because your name is Stan and I'm just reading it. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna throw you some more loops here because I'm bad at teaching software apparently.
You're not. I'm learning a lot, and this is like a lot more. I'm better at doing this and like breaking shit than I am. I hate doing tutorials. I hate.
Oh well, then this is good. So we're just gonna do weird crap. That's what this stream is gonna be. Nice. Heather does weird crap in Blender and gets confused.
I mean, that's pretty much all of my streams. Heather does weird crap and gets confused in insert software. Here is pretty much my stream.
We're gonna do weird crap, and occasionally, incidentally, we're gonna introduce basic concepts that are useful, but it's gonna be on accident every time. So hit tab. I did. I'm in editing mode. I know. I don't want you to be there. Hit tab again.
Okay, fine.
I'm so proud. Now
I'm so proud.
Hit Shift A, which is going to be another one to write down probably.
You're not the boss of me. I mean, hold on.
I said probably.
What? Shift A.
Add? So that's your add menu.
Oh my god.
If you want to add...
Shift A. I can add stuff. What am I adding?
Whatever you want. So if you want to add, so just add a plane. Hit go to mesh. Most of the things you add will probably be either meshes or like lights and cameras. So just add I think a plane would be useful.
Screw you, we're getting a monkey.
There is a monkey.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll redesign this.
No, wait. Hold on. Shift A.
You can add the monkey.
Shift A. No.
Okay.
I'll save the monkey for a different occasion. Look, we have a plane.
So that's a basic concept. Shift A adds objects.
And it dumps it at your origin thing. So your origin point isn't specific to just your one mesh, it's specific to all your meshes? Yes, I'm still stuck on this origin
no.
point.
So there's a coincidence here. Where it drops it is at your 3D cursor.
Oh, okay.
Right now, your 3D cursor happens to be at the origin point for one of your objects.
Right. How do I move the cursor again?
I usually snap it. You can also shift right click somewhere.
Oh yeah, hold on. Hold on. I gotta note that. 3D cursor, shift right click.
You can also, if you hit N again to open up that little sidebar thing, and then go to the View tab instead of the Item tab. Down there's a location listed for the 3D cursor if you ever wanted to like type in the numbers for it or something.
That sounds very efficient. How do I move my cursor? Was that the question? Yes, it was. Okay, Mr. Smartass, it's not as easy as you think. I'll have you know, okay. I even had to write a note about it, and apparently it is shift right click.
It is. I shift right click very rarely, but it is a thing that you can do.
Okay, well, right. I have a plane. How do I move my
Okay. I know you know the Haka. Okay. So now we're going to introduce another weird concept. If you shift click to select your other object, I don't know what word to use to describe that.
Which one? The plane?
So select the plane first. Mm-hmm. Or actually, there you go. So that's
why is it
perfect.
Red?
So
can I move them all?
It's so thrilling.
How did I do that? That one, and then shift click that one, and then you can move everything. Wait a minute. Shift click there, and then it's so stupid that I have to press G. Yay! Okay, so that's fun.
Surely shift clicking multiple objects is the same way it works in Maya.
Yeah. That makes that makes sense. How do I move things around in here? Can I chuck my lighting like not underneath my cube? Why is cube above lighting? Can't I move my light?
It is in alphabetical order.
That is stupid. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
There may be a way to change that. I've never actually bothered to try.
Why?
What I will. Do you say why?
Yeah, why is it in alphabetical order? That's so stupid.
So that it by default it is in. I don't know. I didn't design it.
That's so bad.
Don't yell at me. So your objects by default will be in alphabetical order. Your collections, which are like just little folders that you can put stuff in. Those you can drag those into whatever. Those aren't in alphabetical order. You can drag those into whatever order you want. And you can.
Why is my cube? Wait, why did cube just go a different color?
Right. So that's what we were. Okay. So select that and then shift click your plane again. The orange, the lighter orange, yellowy color, that's your active object. You'll only ever have one of those. Everything else that is selected will be in that darker outline. So you could even mark like box select everything in the scene right now if you zoom out or just press A.
I'm having a stupid moment. How do I pan? Like, is that the wait? No, hold on.
Shift middle mouse.
So painful. Shift middle mouse. Aha. Okay. Right. This is definitely. I don't know. It feels so weird. So you use shift, like shift is a key that you use a lot in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not use the shift button much in Maya?
I don't use Maya a lot in Maya.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So
I use ZBrush. Everything's Alt. Everything is the Alt key.
I'm gonna get you to that snapping menu a different way this time. Instead of right clicking, hit Shift S.
Ah!
And you get a little pie menu with all those same options. So now if you hit like selection to active.
What the hell, selection to active? Okay, yeah.
Upper right.
Ooh.
So what that has done is taken it'll take your non-active objects that are selected. So like your red one, your cube thing, and it'll snap it over to your plane. And this was all as a demonstration to show you why that origin point matters, because what it's doing is it's snapping the cube's origin point to the plane's origin point.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
I've just been trying to get you to understand the value of origins for the past like half hour, I think.
Look, it's interesting. It is actually interesting. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
When you
so now what do you want to do?
If you're undoing history on something, and like right now, if I Control Z, it's going to Control Z on like a global scale. Does each mesh have its own history that's recorded?
No. Any further questions?
Dear software packages, ZBrush does that, and it's fucking amazing. Please, can we have a memory for each individual mesh so that I can go backwards and forwards on each mesh?
That is useful. I feel like that's probably very memory intensive, but
if ZBrush
and would require
Blender can do it. ZBrush is doing that and handling 100 million polygons. Like,
that is true. ZBrush does some crazy crap when it comes to high-res meshes.
Is Control Z limit to 25? Is Control Z limit 25?
It is, but you can change that in up in Edit Preferences at the bottom of that menu.
Preferences. Okay.
There's a lot of useful stuff here. I think it's in editing, probably. Nope, that's wrong.
System.
Shit, where is it? Oh yeah, it might be in system.
Memory. Undo steps. I've got 32. I'm special.
Oh, okay. I have mine. I've typically had mine set to at least 64. I don't know if that's super useful, but I feel like I've lost a lot of my preferences in the computer switch, which is unfortunate.
Okay, we'll go to 64. Autosave. Does autosave exist?
Autosave exists and is on by default. It works great, and I've relied on it many, many times.
So sexy when you say things like that. Jesus.
This file that you're in right now already has been autosaved.
To where?
It's to a weird system location. I forget. Oh, there's even you can set the timer. It is in
timer 2 minutes. Okay.
That's just how often it autosaves. If
somewhere in temporary app data. Okay.
If you go,
I'll find it.
I believe if you, at least on my computer, if you if you open up your Explorer and type %temp %, it'll take you to the right folder.
Okay, I'm not gonna try that. I don't care that much. I prefer to just let everything overfill with like too much data and then just buy a new hard drive.
Sure. I mean, I'm very much getting to that point.
I'm a professional. Oh, get extensions. Do I need? No, let's not get extensions just yet.
That's actually something I still have yet to fiddle around with much. I'm used to the old add-on and extension system, which is just you find an add-on somewhere on the internet and download it and manually import it in Blender, which you can still do. They now have like an online official library of extensions that you can download. I have not messed with that at all. I think it's both useful, and for someone used to the old school way, it's confusing.
So in Maya, when you're setting up, you set up a project file and everything goes into that project file. Do you need like a similar thing for this? Is there a project file, or is it just like it exists?
I've always set it up manually with folders and stuff.
Okay. So what you're telling me is that I'm gonna go into Maya, set a project file in Maya, and then save my Blender files to that.
Oh dear, that's one option.
It would work. Okay, so I won't do that. And then just saving, it just saves. What sort of file formats does it save in? What file formats am I dealing with here?
Sorry, wait, what was the question?
Oh my god, what is this? Okay, save as. I'm just going to save to my desktop for now. Do you need Do you need anything else when you're doing your saves? Like with Maya, you need to have like a mel script file and stuff like that.
No. It's all in the blend file.
In a blend file. So, and it's .blend.
It's just a dot blend.
Blender file. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to export, you would just export as whatever the fuck you want to export as.
Yeah, FBX, OBJ, whatever.
No FBX?
It's down at the bottom.
FBX does exist. Okay, good, very nice. You mean I don't have to go in and specifically add on a thing to allow for FBX exports? Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. What is this? Okay, that's cool. So how do I do basic things that everyone needs to do in... I'm going to delete all of this shit. And I'm going to press N to close... No, that's wrong, but N to close that. And then I'm going to delete that. And then if I've deleted everything from my scene, if I then want to... So I would go Control A, Control
Shift.
Shift A, Shift A. And then I can get a cube, which is stuck over there for some stupid reason. Oh, yeah, because my stupid cursor's over there. So if I were to move the cursor to
actually,
0,
here's another tip. Oh God, no! I hope he's not in chat. I've forgotten his name.
Who?
My brain. I think his handle was like Leo. I'm so bad with names, and it just dropped right out of my head.
Kemchung.
What?
Kemchung?
No. He joined my sessions a lot. He was my Blender buddy at CG Spectrum.
Chemtimus. Chemtimus. He's on Chemtimus says everything on everything. Chem.
No. I'll think of it in a minute. Man, this is bad. I feel really bad.
It's the joy of trying to learn people's names.
How my brain works.
Everyone's got so many different names on different platforms that remembering them is just not an option anymore. It's gone.
So, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. Uh-oh. What have I done? I've broken my own Blender. Oh, I turned on snapping on accident.
How do I put my pivot in center again? Control S?
Shift S, and then down the bottom left, cursor to world origin.
I did something myself. So clever.
Nice.
So smart.
So another, if you add in a cube right now.
What does this do?
I have no idea. What is that?
That's add cube. Apparently.
Add cube? What the heck?
I don't know.
Since when?
Look at that! You can draw it. Fuck off! Fuck off! You can draw it. Oh God, I've broken it. Okay, that's enough. How do I get out of drawing the cube? I don't want to draw the cube anymore. I'm done. I'm done drawing the cubes.
Just in your toolbar on the left, click on whatever tool you want. There you go.
So you can just draw a cube?
That's crazy. I've literally never done that.
Oh my God, I love this.
That's fun.
And
I don't know that I'll ever use it, but it's fun.
Can I get them to intersect?
I mean, you'd probably have to grab one and move it.
Oh God, I think
Oh.
No?
There you go. Amazing.
Whoa. Okay, that's quite fun. I quite like that. And you got different options on here? Ooh, okay, we don't need any of these though. So I'm just gonna go on and how do I select everything here?
You can either box select it or you can just press A to select everything in the scene.
Okay.
A is select all.
Okay. So what was it? It was Shift A will add a fuck off.
Get out of your cube drawing mode. That's weird. I don't like it. It's freaking me out.
I feel like oh no. What is it? Yes. I found it. All right, I found my little boxy dude, which is well and truly below the grid.
Yes, because you're through. So, okay, this is what I was going to show you. If you press Alt and then any of your transform buttons, so S, R, or G, scale, rotate, or grab, it will reset it to 0. So Alt G, if you press that right now, it'll snap it clears out the transform data. So it's snapping it. It essentially is snapping it to the world origin.
Okay.
So that's essentially. Oh no, it's not freeze transfer. God, I'm trying to remember Maya stuff is ruining me.
We don't know how Maya works. We're gonna have to get Carmen in here as well. Carmen, come and help us. We don't understand Maya anymore. I paid £20,000 in school fees and I don't know how to Maya. Please help. Fuck. Wait, what's this little thing? What's this antenna that it's got? What is this?
That's your light.
It's a light. Okay.
That's a light in your scene.
Okay. So Shift S will take this cursor to world origin. Wonderful. If I then fuck off. If I then
You're animating.
Oh, god damn it, man. Okay, so we're 4 shots in by this point. Join in, everyone. Do a shot every time I animate.
That did happen to me very often whenever when I was using both Maya and Blender and switching back and forth. It happened just constantly. It was terrible.
So if I hit tab, that gives me the play with things mode. And then if I just hover over this one and press like 3 will give me the faces, and then press go back. I don't want to do that. I just want to select it. How do I just select? I don't want to. Oh my god, what did I do?
So what the hell have you done? You should be ashamed of yourself. This is terrible.
What is it?
Oh, you probably double tapped. Oh man, you're doing something weird. You probably double tapped G, which I can explain, but I can't explain what you just did.
How do I select? Okay, let's just ignore that. How do I select just one face?
If you just left click on it right now, it should just select one face.
Oh. And how do I extrude that face?
E. Or rather, is it just E? Did I get that right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Not whoa. What is happening here?
So that's wait, hold on. Now I have to do oops. Oh god, now I'm doing weird crap in my file.
Quickly,
you've infected me with whatever you've done.
Press space. It fixes it.
No, that's wrong.
I love how my somehow my little cursor point has like disappeared off into the sunset. I don't know what I did to do that.
So E should just extrude along the normal. If
it did, but I think I pressed E and then like pressed something else as well.
So whenever you do a function like this, I don't love the way that this is done in Blender, but it'll show you a bunch of hotkeys on the bottom of the screen. So if you like press E to extrude, but don't finish the extrusion.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's a bunch of stuff that you can do.
Okay, so that's how pressing E is going to extrude. This is so awkward to remember how to do this. So no, not you.
Pressing E for extrude is difficult?
No, so if I wanted to then like turn and then grab a face, I would have to... Why is it giving me subdivide? Why can't I just grab a face?
Are you left clicking?
I am right clicking. Gotcha.
Why are you right clicking?
I don't know. Okay, wonderful. How do I do a cut?
So if you want a loop cut, this was the next thing I was going to show you, but I was delaying it because you're not going to be happy about it.
Oh god.
The shortcut is Control R. There's also, in your little toolbar.
How many R's are there in the word cut?
I'd have to write it down. I don't remember. It's also in your toolbar there on the left.
Hold on. Control R. I'm going to write this one down because I'm never going to remember that one. That one is to cut. Oh, because they call it... Is that what shear is? They calling it shear?
No. Shear's a different thing.
Well, I want to share things. What the fuck's shear? Shear is what you do to sheep. What is shear?
Shear, I think... I'm sure I've used shear, but I forget what it does.
So when
yeah, it's like a weird skew thing.
Oh my god, how cool is this though?
Multiple loop cuts?
Yes.
Heck yeah, bro.
Okay, that's fun. I like those. Why are they yellow still?
You haven't. So you have to click once to choose how many you're doing, and then you click a second time to confirm where exactly you want them to be placed.
How do I make it in the center?
So right clicking is often like a sort of a cancel kind of a button in Blender. So if you click R once to or Control R once to do that, and then left click once to select how many cuts you want. Now right click, and it will default to the center.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. It is a little bit weird. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is so close to a donut. I can see it right now. This is definitely going to be a donut one day.
I mean maybe like a bear claw or something.
So
topologically, it is not a donut.
Control R. Oh, does it choose according to
where your cursor is?
Where your cursor is? Control R. Why is Control R not doing
or where
shit?
Just where your mouse is.
Because I was pressing Shift R. Okay, so
those are different buttons.
R, and then if you roll your mouse thingy, you're gonna get those. Okay, and then you can decide where it goes. Wait, how do we make it go back again?
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up in chat here. Right click to go to the middle. Is that what you're looking to do?
Is that how you do it? Ah!
Oh, you already placed it. So just do another one somewhere.
Cat.
So after you've already placed it, you can alt click on an edge to select an edge loop. And then if you press X, you don't want to just delete because that will actually do that. What you want to do is so undo that and then hit X again. And what you want to do is dissolve vertices. So that will still get rid of those vertices, but it'll. Uh-oh, did I lie? I lied. Hold on. Sorry, dissolve edges. Sorry. I apologize. Don't yell at me.
It was going so well. Like, oh no, what is that? Wait, oh no, wait, not that one. Was it Alt, right? Alt click? What do I have to press to get that menu again?
X.
X.
It's just your delete menu.
Dissolve edges. Ah, okay, hold on. I gotta write that down.
Because you want to get rid of all the vertices, but you don't want to get rid of the faces that they're attached to.
Delete menu. Gotcha. Good to know. I feel very educated right now.
Hooray!
It's nice. It's actually genuinely nice. How do I snap vertices? I'm just going through all the things that I know are like basics for when I'm showing someone Maya. Like, how do I snap a vert to one another?
So.
Also, usually when I start showing someone Maya, I start with, "Why are you learning Maya? Don't you want to learn ZBrush?"
I knew it. I knew you drank that Kool-Aid.
It's bad. It is bad.
So depending on how you want.
Poor K, Stan in the chat here is one of the people that I've been like badgering to learn ZBrush for ages, for years. Eventually, he's just picked it up recently. He's doing really well with it. Like really, really, really well with it. Like he picked it up. He's one of those annoying people that's actually got like artistic talent. Like built in.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. You know, like when you stat your characters and you stat with like 0 to art because your parents told you it was stupid, so you don't do that, and then later on in life you start learning art. That's what like I've done.
Art was my dumb stat for 30-some years.
So that was what he like started when he rolled his first character. He just rolled like he put all of it into like art, and then
insanity.
Yeah. So now he's just really good at it, and like it's very annoying. Sorry.
Stan noted that shift right clicking to move your cursor is exclusively the thing that you do on accident when you're working on something, which is correct.
Okay. Good to
know. Maya things, Control Z limit to 25. Oh, Stan suggests putting your undo limit to max, which is probably valid. And then we have stuff about auto.
We did that was in edit preferences. And yes, I am doing these like stupid little things as we go through just because it reminds me of like what I've already had to learn. So
no, yeah, that's great.
It was in system and then it was in undo steps, set it to maximum because it doesn't do anything? ? We'll see about that.
You want to know something weird while you're here?
I mean, yes.
Or you can do it in any menu. If you, know what? I'll save that for later. It doesn't matter.
No, now you have to tell me, what was it?
Okay. What's a good place to do this? So, okay, go down. Do you see where you can set your start and end end frames for the animation down in the bottom right of your viewport, where it says start and end? Bottom right.
Gotcha.
There we go. So
By the
click
way,
on where it says.
I don't know the difference between right and left. I'm not so hot on that.
There's a lot of brain things happening right now. So click on end. And now type, I don't know, 6 divided by / 2 and press enter. You can do math in all of these fields. So that's fun.
Y'all are nerds.
You got really excited about a lot of things that I've shown you, and I had utter silence from that one.
That is the nerdiest shit I've ever seen any software do. Where it's like, hey, welcome to Blender. You can model, you can sculpt, you can animate, you can access nodes, you can texture, you can render, you can do these incredible things. You can make an entire production out of Blender, and also you can do basic mathematics.
It's really useful when you're like, oh crap, I need to double the scale of this, but my scale is currently set to 5.35876 or something.
Yeah,
you can just
I get that.
click and press ×2, and it'll double it. Stuff like that. You can also hover over a field and press Control-C, and it'll copy whatever's in that field without you having to click into it. Which is just a handy thing. But okay, so you asked about loop cuts, and we did that.
How do we merge a vertice?
Right. So snap. First, you asked about snapping, and you can do that a couple of ways. You can just select 2 vertices, and what the hell are you doing?
I pressed S.
Why?
I don't know. What is it?
You're scaling.
All right.
From the 3D cursor.
Oh, S is scale? Never gonna remember this. I'm writing that down.
You're never gonna remember that S is scale?
Yeah, because it's WER. Wait, S is scale?
Not
scale. What is rotate? R is rotate.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes more sense. And W is no longer W. W is G? That's so weird. Okay.
W is weird crap that I only ever do on accident. It's like changing your selection mode or something.
Okay. All right. I got this. I understand what's going on. I know what's happening. Right, so back to my little vertice. Oh, what is this?
Okay, so first you wanted to know about snapping, so we'll start there. So if you just select 2 vertices, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
How do I select 2 verts?
Shift.
Got it.
We got there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, okay, to make it not confusing, I feel like starting with merge is the right way to do it, because that was your last question. So press M, and you have a merge menu.
Okay.
So you can merge at center.
Wait. M
you can
equals merge.
You can merge at the last thing that you selected. You can merge at the first thing you selected.
Whoa.
There you go.
Okay. I quite like that. That's quite nice. Okay.
So that's one thing you can do.
This fucking cursor and me are not going to get along.
You should snap that back to the world origin, to be honest. It's freaking me out that it's somewhere else. So press Shift S.
No, it's just chilling. Leave it. Oh, but that's not the right one. Shift S to world origin. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, okay. Here's another thing. Ah, shit. I should have had you change this a while ago. Up in the top middle, where you changed the way the pivot point behaves.
Okay. What?
Up in the top middle of your screen, there's next to where it says global. There's that. Change that back to median point. Okay. Or else you're gonna have a bad time with a lot of confusion where it's like, why is this scaling so strangely? So now things will scale just based on the average of those things.
Okay, here's a question about moving things. So if I wanted to drag, sorry, let me go back here. If I wanted to, if I wanted to take this vert and I want to drag it exactly straight out on the y-axis over here, right?
Yeah.
I have to, the moment I move my mouse, it's going to do stuff. So
that's okay. So
do you
while
just
it's doing stuff,
G and then Y to do, I suppose that would make it work. Okay.
but it doesn't. Well, you don't have to do it instantly. So do it again, undo that, and try it again. But like move it a bunch first, wiggle it around, and now press Y.
Oh, okay. All right. So it doesn't.
It uses the original point. And while we're at it, press do that again, but press Shift Y instead of just Y.
G. Ooh. And Shift Y. What the fuck is this?
So now you're constrained to a plane that is everything except the y-axis. So you're only moving on X and Z.
Oh, that's what I did that time. Oh, I see. Because then if you click one, then it's like chooses it. Oh, how bizarre. But okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, it probably it tells you that at the bottom of the screen when you press G to grab.
Yeah, G.
There's all that crap down there.
Slide. Oh, rotate. R is for rotate. Whoa, I can rotate that. Okay.
So a couple more things because you were asking about snapping and merging. So my brain is locked into that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I feel like we have a thing here where like you're in scattered mode where you want to find all the things, and I'm in like hyper focus mode where it's like, no, she talked about snapping. We have to talk about snapping.
It's like that autism versus ADHD thing. Sometimes.
Well, we got two different types of ADHD happening here.
You're just like hyper focusing on things, and I'm just like, but we can do everything at the same time. What's wrong with you? Let's go. We can just.
So if you select two vertices.
Wait. Select that one and shift to select the other one. Gotcha.
If you can now snap by using that same Shift S menu.
Shift S.
And you can do like selection to active.
Oh.
And it'll take the one that's the vertex that's white is your active one. And so you'll snap to that.
Oh, that's quite cool. I like that.
Here's a thing that you're gonna need all the time. Press A to select all. Mm-hmm. Now press M again to get to the merge menu, and by distance. Don't do that.
Okay, sorry.
You merged everything. So merge by distance is at the very bottom there. And that'll clean up duplicate vertices for you.
Yeah. That's very, very
super
useful.
important.
That's the ultimate. I screwed up my model. That was like what we got paid for as a TA.
Yeah. Find the duplicate vertice. It's always either there's something's wrong with your well, at least in Blender, it's like something's wrong with your transforms and you've accidentally scaled something or whatever, or you have duplicate vertices.
Interesting.
Last thing on this subject of like merging and whatever, up in the upper right of your viewport.
Yeah.
Where it says options.
Yes.
Just to the left of that, there's those two little squares with dotted lines or dashes between them.
Yeah.
Nope. Between right there. That's just auto merge, which means if you have that turned on, anytime you put two vertices on top of each other, they will automatically merge.
So you can.
Ooh, perfect way to demonstrate something else. Undo that.
Whoa. I fucked up. I've forgotten how to turn. Oh, there goes my goddamn pivot point again. My cursor point. Sorry. Shift.
It doesn't matter.
Wrong one. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, it's all going wrong. No.
We're down a rabbit hole of hitting wrong buttons.
Oh my God, it's all gone wrong. Okay, right. We've got a mess.
Okay, so we're here.
Yeah.
So instead of pressing G once, double tap G. You are now sliding along. Oh, this is a bad example.
No, I get what you're saying though. So if I select that one rather, that one's probably better. Then I can.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, wrong one.
Press G one more time.
G. That's the wrong button. That wasn't a G.
There you go.
Oh.
So that's called edge sliding. And yeah, you just double tap to do that. While you're
We'll
doing,
just taught
screw
you
that. I'm not gonna.
edging.
Oh
I'm so
no.
sorry, Will.
Um,
How do I delete a single vert again? That would be the X key. So X and then dissolve vert. Yes. Oh, I'm so clever. Okay.
Yep.
I get it.
You want to
Okay.
learn how to turn on snapping?
Yeah. Okay. So explain snapping. What is snapping and why am I using it?
Well, you asked about snapping. You said,
Did I?
"How do I turn on snapping?"
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
like half an hour ago. Yeah, before we got to merging, that's what you said was snapping.
I don't even
I
know
swear
what
to
snapping.
God.
No, I didn't. What is snapping?
Chat, did anyone clip that?
What is snapping? What does snapping do?
Okay. So up in the top middle of your viewport, there's a little, it's a magnet symbol, but it's right next to the menu that we were using to change your pivot point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now snapping is on, and the little menu next to it changes what type of snapping it is. So right now you're set to, so set it to, oh, I don't use this enough to, just leave it by default right now. And now move around a,
Snapping is snapping one vert to another. Okay.
it's snapping. I sort of, I feel like Maya has snapping. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I did ask about snap. I don't know. Hold on. G.
So right now, well, so turn on the magnet button again.
Mm-hmm.
And now move something. Just yeah.
Why is
You're gonna have to go more. You're gonna have to go further than that.
Oh.
So right now it's snapping to an increment. It's just snapping to a grid basically. But in that drop-down menu, you can change it to be like snap to face centers or snap to vertices or whatever.
Right. That's what I was asking. I was asking how to snap your pivot to a point. That's what it was.
Oh,
like,
okay. Well, then I misunderstood.
No. Well, I mean, it's you showed me, so that's why I'm like, no, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, you
yeah.
already showed
We
me.
got there eventually.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I get it. I understand Blender. I'm now a professional Blender user. Everyone shut up.
Yeah, sure.
I'm done. No, but my attention span is running out slowly but surely. So I am going to. I don't know. What should I do? I feel like I should have homework from this, and then make you come back next week.
No, we haven't touched on even the tiniest bit of sculpting, texturing, rendering, any of that stuff.
We're not doing that right now. Like, I don't think that's a today problem. That might be.
I'm just saying, there's a lot here left if you need.
Oh, I'm glad you thought that you were done with this. No, you're coming back next week to carry on.
I just checked my schedule. I do have the same time slot for you.
Excellent. Great. You'll be here next week. So I'm going to. What day of the week are we on? What do I have to do tomorrow? I've got to make a robot, but I think that's a little bit ahead of me for right now. I'm gonna start with doing. Should I start with the donuts? Like, I feel like the donut might actually be a little bit too trivial, because I guess you're gonna like plop a torus in there, kind of stretch it.
So what we just did is a real ridiculous deep dive into basic modeling tools about snapping and merging and all that stuff. What the donut tutorial will give you is a much broader overview where it's not this hyper focus on like edit mode or whatever. It'll sort of show you the basics of getting through a little bit of sculpting and a little bit of modifiers, because we didn't even touch on modifiers here. I should at least show you that because that's fun. And a little bit of texturing and a little bit of, whatever else. So it's a good tutorial series. It takes a little time, but it is very useful.
Where is my torus?
It's embedded inside your. Oh. So if you add an object while you're in edit mode,
I see.
It just adds those verts to the object. So if you hit tab to get out of edit mode,
okay,
and then add a torus now, then you'd get it as a separate object.
Oh, that makes sort of what did I just do that? Yes, it sort of makes sense. Like that's not scale is not R. Why is scale not R? Scale S.
Starts with S.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. So how do you scale? We're making a donut.
So talking about the edit history thing that you were discussing,
Yeah.
and how you don't like that software doesn't have that. So if you add another torus.
Oh no! How do I do that? Control A. Add a. Where the hell is torus? There. Yeah.
So now in the bottom left, this is actually an important thing. It says add torus, and there's a little dark bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that has all of your settings.
Oh, okay. So that's the same as like Maya's got the little tool thingy where you can adjust
Yes.
like your
The big
things.
difference is once you set this the first time, you cannot adjust it again.
That's the same in Maya. Maya's the same.
What?
Yeah. No.
Maya has a.
Maya has a.
If you clear your history, you can't.
Some editing,
but it has a.
But not a lot.
And
the moment you fuck around,
it will
with
break things
gone.
because it's not. Because Maya's not great at procedural, but
break things for the fun of it. Okay.
But yeah, so you can't do much. There are ways to procedurally make a torus that would be much more editable or later on. But for now, that's the thing where if you want to make any kind of object or really do any kind of action whatsoever in Blender, there's often a little pop-up in the bottom there.
Okay.
That will have, like, even if you just extrude something, there will be a little bar there that pops up that lets you change some parameters of what you're doing.
Okay, that makes sense. Not helping. Yeah, not helping. You're helping a bit. Yeah. Deleting your history should be mandatory. Everyone at the end of this, go and delete your browser histories.
Your browser history? What are people doing while we're streaming?
I don't know.
And why aren't they doing it in incognito mode?
I don't know. This has been really, really interesting, and I really appreciate you coming and like crashing me into this. I know that I've been talking about wanting to do Blender for a long time, and I'm sure that I personally have made your dreams come true today. So that's
absolutely
nice.
No question. I'm gonna leave you with I'm gonna leave you with a little teaser before we end the stream.
Yeah.
So delete one of your donuts there.
I will not. I love my donuts. Okay, there we go.
You already did it.
Look, this is
so
my
select the other
donut.
one.
Yes.
And now over on the right, select there's a blue wrench icon.
Yeah.
Oh,
modifiers. Yeah.
And play with anything you want. There's a generate under generate.
God.
There's a mirror. There's a subdivision surface, stuff like that.
Oh my god. Okay.
You can also just click add modifier and start typing. And you can search. There's a lot of useful search functions in Blender. You can search by letters or text or whatever.
I saw you, Ben. Ben, you come back here and tell me about Blender. I saw you joining. Come back here. Come back here, Ben. He's been trying to get me onto Blender as well. So
I gotta deal with something real quick. Give me 30 seconds. But play with whatever you want.
I'm gonna break stuff. Ben says, "Lol, joined your stream. Come and join us. Come and hang out. Come and say hi." Yeah. So I have no idea how this works. What does this do? What does it do? What is this? Data mirror? No, I don't want to do this. Okay, fine. Don't come. Don't come and join me. It's fine. It's fine. Weld, wireframe, triangulate. No, I don't want to do any of these things. Those things sound really important. Cloth. What did I just do? How do I do this? Apply? Sure. It didn't work. Sad. Sad times. Add modifier normals. Ooh. Deformation. Ooh. Curvature. What's it do? Okay, hold on. How do
I have returned.
I should probably do... I'm busy clicking buttons furiously and probably breaking everything. Search for the DN function. What's the DN function? I feel like the answer is going to be porn or something, but what is... No. I knew it. No. I'm not going to ask about Ligma. I love how you're an adult and yet you still come out with this bullshit. Stop.
They fucking got you, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what's a DN function? Okay. Fucking terrible. Terrible. How do I delete these? Delete? Oh, by pressing delete.
The little X, yeah. Or yeah.
Pressing delete.
You can also like
how does
enable and
curve
disable
work?
them. What?
How do I curve? How do I make a curve?
Oh, I'd have to look up how curve works. That's one of the ones that I always get confused about. So you'd need a second object, and I think your second object has to be a curve, like a Bezier curve type object. Oh, that's fun, actually. You should. What the hell? You're annotating.
What?
Okay.
What do I use annotation for?
Writing on your screen, like you're doing. I've honestly never used it for much of anything.
Well, thank goodness
sure.
I increased the amount of undos I can do, so I can just keep undoing all of that.
Ooh, it does draw in 3D space, which is cool.
Does it?
Uh-huh.
It does. Okay, that is cool. Can I convert that to a curve?
I kind of doubt it.
Damn.
But yeah.
But try. Okay, so if I hit tab and then I can do, what is this button? Never mind. Let's not do that. I'm just hitting the like. What does this button do? Right, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. We've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm gonna go now.
That's true.
I'm gonna go because my brain has melted.
I mean, we've been doing it for like an hour and a half. The first half hour was mostly bitching about pricing models and stuff.
Don't worry. Next week I've actually. So here's a fun thing for everyone to do. Today, over the course of like today, yesterday, and possibly the day before that, I can't remember. I've managed to apply to 20 different jobs.
Whoa.
The game we're playing is, feel free to give me a comment either here or on Discord or wherever. How many of those do you think are going to reply? That's it. And it positive, negative, otherwise, just reply. That's all we're going for at the moment. So my bet is it's going to be 2. And they're both going to be automatic responses saying no. Both just automatic rejections, 2 of them out of the 20.
Yeah.
The rest
if you include automatic stuff, then...
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That is including the automatic. 2 automatic responses saying no. That is what I'm expecting, and the rest of them are going to ghost me. So, you know, give me your projections. Tell me what you think. And we can turn this into, because what I tend to do is I tend to do like job hunting on a monthly basis where I do 1 day a month and I just crack as many applications as I can. And then I try not to think about it for the rest of the month because otherwise it's depressing. So we can turn this into a monthly game where what percentage of my job applications will actually get a response. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. You guys are welcome to send me your thoughts. Please do, because it's really depressing. Job hunting is the most depressing thing in the entire universe, and being able to find a way to laugh about it makes it slightly better. So yeah, let's do that. But I'm gonna start making a donut, and we will come back and revisit the donut next week at this time. Thank you so much, Will, for coming and helping and tolerating and just generally being my friend, because you're really cool and I love you to pieces.
Aww.
And you're one of the best things that ever happened to me out of CG Spectrum. There's like a select thing, like CG Spectrum was a wonderful school and I had a great time going there, but there's a very select, like the things that I can list of like what I really benefit from and what I really gain from the school mostly comes down to the friends that I made, and you're definitely one of the top people for that. So I am very grateful. You were
back at you, Heather.
You were worth the 20,000 fucking pounds that I spent to go to school.
I'm 100% sure that's not true.
Well, I mean, I also got Anna out of it and Efren, so there's that.
Okay, yeah.
And Carmen,
if we add
and Patricia, so
yeah.
We'll divide it. I'll work out who my favorite people from the school were, and then we'll divide, and you're all worth that amount of money. But no, I really appreciate you coming and helping and hanging out with us. It's really fun. You make it a lot more fun. Like I genuinely suck at doing tutorials. It's why when I was at CD Spectrum and doing the course, I literally I did the tutorials for the first term of foundations, and after that I didn't even open them.
I mean, hey, whatever works for you. And if you've got a good mentor, that's the
Yeah.
most valuable thing.
Yeah.
So
I managed to get away with it. Like I don't know how I managed to get away with it, but I did. I just cannot. I cannot sit and watch tutorials. My brain doesn't allow for it. So thank you very much for body doubling or shadowing or whatever you want to call it. I
no,
really
this was very
appreciate
fun.
it.
I don't know that it was the most efficient learning system,
It was
but
though.
it was
Like
very fun.
I started this without knowing how to click on the thing, and now I can click and do editing, and I know where some of the buttons are, and it gives me a nice foundation to then go into something with a little bit more confidence. Which
Good.
it's like the first time when you open up ZBrush and you draw a line, and you suddenly end up with all these little squares all over your screen, and you panic because it's working in something called 2.5D, and what the fuck does that even mean? It's the same as that. Like coming into Blender as someone who's never opened Blender before, it's like, what do you mean I can't just click on this? Like, why can't I just move this? Why does the W button not do stuff? So having you hold my hand through that has been really, really beneficial. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate it very, very dearly.
Of course, it really was a lot of fun.
Good, good. We'll
Enjoyed
see
it
you
a lot.
next week, where I'll give you something that may look like a donut or like an anus. Who knows? We'll find out. If anyone wants to come and join us on Discord, we are on Discord. The links are all somewhere down below, so come and follow us on Discord. Come and chat to us. I'm always around. I have no life. This is where I live. Like, this computer is my life. So drop me a message. Come and say hi. Come play games with me if you want to come play games. Come model with me if you want to do modeling. And yeah, do the things. Share, like, subscribe, do whatever the fuck it is that you're meant to be doing with these things. And I will be back next week. I think Efren is off this week. He's taking a bit of a break, which is lovely for him, and I'm a little bit jealous. And Patricia will be streaming later on during this week. So stick around on this channel and you'll see more art stuff. I'm out of here, everyone. Bye. All right, and we're safe. Thank you for babysitting me. That was fun. I'm gonna make a donut. Watch me donut. My brain is so scrambled there at this point. I'm like, I don't think I can memorize anything else right now. I just can't. Yeah. Yeah.